Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading today for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. So the first card we have is the Chariot. We do have Cancer energy with this. You could be dealing with a Cancer. And we have the Fool card, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords showing up in the reverse. So this Knight of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like there is a sense of needing to talk about something or wanting to be able to express something, but this feels like there's some kind of a block when it comes to being able to express something, communicate. So this does feel like a sense of somebody kind of holding back or holding themselves back, but also there could actually be a block in the communication that's not allowing for somebody to be able to say something that they want to say at this time. I do feel like with the Knight of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of needing to slow down in this connection anyway. So with the Chariot card showing up over here, this feels like a person who's in a space where this person is quite certain. I do feel like they feel quite certain about what they want in this connection, where this connection is headed. And this does feel like a sense of wanting to be able to actually have things progress, being in a space where they're ready for that, where they feel like they are ready for that with you. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, this is forward movement. It also feels like an energy of travel. So there could also be a sense of someone who is traveling towards you. I do feel like there's a sense of kind of making a move from this person. I do feel like this person also being in a space where their feelings are driving them. I do feel like they're in a space where it's like they're following their heart. I do feel like with the Fool card, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where there's a sense of being able to experience a connection in a way that's like you are going all in with this person. You're open to that experience with this person. I do feel like with the Fool card, we do have this feeling of being in a space of wanting to be able to trust the outcome and wanting to be able to take a leap of faith in this connection. And I do feel like with the Fool card, this does feel like an exciting and exhilarating kind of a connection as far as how this person is making you feel. I do feel like with the Wheel card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a connection that does feel like this connection could feel like it's an experience like somewhat of a whirlwind. With the Wheel card, this does feel like experiences of ups and downs, but being able to experience getting through those. There are a lot of lessons to learn from those kind of experiences in this connection as well. But with the Wheel card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience divine timing in a situation with someone. So I do feel like with the Wheel card showing up over here, there is a sense of perhaps somebody waiting for the right time when it comes to being able to say something, when it comes to being able to do something that's going to progress the connection. But this person is in a space where I do feel like they feel quite sure about you. They feel certain about this connection. With the Wheel card, this also feels like an energy of being in a space where this person feels quite grateful. They feel lucky to know you, to have you, to have this connection with you as well. And I do feel like with the Wheel card showing up over here, this feels like a fortunate energy. So there is something about this connection that is actually giving them reason to experience it as a very fortunate connection to be able to be in with you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We've got the Ace of Swords. And we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Wands. So this Ace of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of having a spark in this connection or even in this moment at this time. I do feel like with the Ace of Wands, this also feels like an energy of being able to create something with you, or someone wanting to be able to create something with you. I do feel like this person is quite certain about you as well with that Chariot card. But with this Ace of Wands showing up over here, this feels like an energy of wanting to be able to start something with you. And I do feel like This does also feel like a pretty creative energy. This could be this person being in a space where they want to create or start a relationship, want to be able to start something that's going to involve being able to work with you as well. But with the Ace of Wands, this still feels like a pretty passionate energy. And I do feel like there is a sense of a strong spark that's also fueling this desire in this person towards you. I do feel like with the Ace of Swords, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where do you feel like there's a sense of having a lot of clarity be brought into a situation, and I do feel like there's a desire for being able to communicate and be able to have a conversation that's bringing about this sense of clarity in your connection. Do you feel like with the Ace of Swords showing up over here, this feels like an energy of somebody who wants to be able to, do you feel like they want to or they're going to reach out? Do you feel like as far as a conversation that feels like it's addressing something that's quite important in your connection? Do you feel like you and this person have a strong mental connection? Do you feel like there's a sense of being able to actually understand each other on a deep level, even in this connection? When it comes to even just the way you understand each other, do you feel like you could even have that banter, that chemistry between the two of you? I do feel like with the Page of Swords showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being in a space where when it comes to this person, it could be something that's quite intriguing to you. Do you feel like there's something that makes it so that this person has your attention? You may be quite curious about this connection with this person, but with the Page of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of trying to find out more about someone. And I do feel like there's a desire to be able to find out more about someone because you're interested, but feels like it's a reserved energy when it comes to how you're going about that. So this does feel like a sense of being in a space where it's like you're trying to find out more. I do also feel with this Page of Swords, this also feels like an energy of that kind of also trickling into being able to find out more about someone through their online presence. But the Queen of Wands showing up over here, this feels like a pretty popular energy. I do feel like you could be dealing with someone who is quite popular. There's something quite attractive about this person, even as far as their talents, the work that they put out there. And I do feel like with this Queen of Swords showing up over here, it feels like a pretty confident energy. You are dealing with someone who's quite confident. And I do feel like with this Queen of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who gets a lot of attention. But I do feel like with the Wheel card, this does feel like an energy of this person still feeling like they are very lucky to be able to have and know you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have very soon. We have romantic feelings. And we have it is safe for you to love. So this very soon card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being in a space where when it comes to being able to draw a conclusion, this does feel like being able to go through a lot of contemplating, being able to make any kind of decision based upon a informed decision that feels like it's got a lot going into it, as far as also taking into account other factors. Like there's a sense of trying to gain a sense of clarity in this connection and going about it very intentionally. So this person is in a space where I do feel like they are quite decided. This does feel like an energy of somebody who's in a space where they're quite certain. And with the Chariot card, this feels like a determined energy as well. So this does feel like an energy of someone who's making a move towards you quite quickly. I do feel like very soon. But with the romantic feelings card showing up over here, do feel like there's a sense of being able to experience this connection kind of stirring your emotions when it comes to being able to get to know someone and being able to get to know them on a deeper level. I do feel like with the Page of Swords, this does feel like an energy of actually being in a space where the more you know about this person, the more you want to find out about this person, in a sense that there is something quite endearing, something that also has your attention about this person. And I do feel like with the romantic feelings card showing up over here, there are romantic feelings that are beginning to start or that are present and are being stirred within this connection with this person. With this romantic feelings card showing up over here, it also feels like it is a reciprocated energy when it comes to the romantic feelings and you guys being on the same page along when it comes to that. Do feel like there's a desire to be able to actually have a conversation and be able to express oneself in that direction. Do you feel like with the romantic feelings card showing up over here, you're in a space where I do feel like there's a sense of actually taking the time to make a decision to be able to explore the romantic feelings in a connection with someone. And I do also feel the same energy from this person. So there is a sense of being in a space where this person, and I do feel like yourself, have also been in a space of really contemplating, thinking about the way this connection feels. And do feel like there's this sense of being in a space where it's like you're getting ready to be able to welcome this leap of faith into being able to actually explore this connection. And do feel like with the romantic feelings card showing up over here, this does feel like it's confirmation that it's worth exploring. And with the it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where there is an openness in this connection, but I do feel like there's a sense of actually being in a space where it's becoming more real and your heart's opening up to the idea of that. And this person is also more so open to the idea of that. And I do feel like there is a sense of being able to experience this connection being one that does feel like, I feel like this person is following their hearts when it comes to this connection and when it comes to being able to actually move things forward in this connection. Whether it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, this feels like being able to experience that feeling of following their hearts, also not being something that's leading them astray. This does feel like a sense of your intuition, that gut feeling leading you in the right direction in this connection with this person. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.